Okay, it's 11:11, of course, as I go to do this reading. Okay, first off, isn't this deck so beautiful? Okay, this is the New Orleans Oracle deck by... I'm gonna butcher her name. I will include it in the link, or the bio. Okay, I've been seeing dragonflies everywhere. Okay, number 33 as well. Okay, 22 on the timer as I say it. Probably been seeing angel numbers everywhere. Okay, whoever you are, I feel like you are quite literally being reborn and transformed, learning and tapping into your higher chakras to finally be able to speak your truth and free not only yourself but others. Okay, creating new beginnings in every area of your life that is leading to success. Okay, I feel like you may be feeling a little bit heavy, like in the need to drink more water. You may be really feeling the effects of the solar flares right now, like not being able to sleep, rapid thoughts at night, like getting a burst of energy right before you're supposed to go to bed. Literally me right now, 1:01 on the timer, because it's 11 o'clock at night and I can't sleep. I'm also getting channeled messages like out the wazoo. Okay, but with this, I'm seeing you may need to get grounded in nature, because that's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need to get grounded to be able to truly keep going and walk through to the other side. 1, 2, 3 on the timer of, like, I'm seeing your fear specifically. Okay, it's very interesting. Yeah, this is where we've got to focus. Okay, this is where we have to focus and get very clear on... I was literally about to say who's allowed to come with us, and then the companionship card came out with the body balance. Okay, I feel like you need to listen to your body better. Okay, your body is the best indicator of, like, when your mind is racing, your body is the best indicator of, like, what is truly for you and what is truly serving you. Okay, so listen to the balance within your body, specifically when you're around other people, but also, like, when you think about other people or, like, situations with other people. If it's not at least meeting you at your level or adding to it, they don't deserve a place in your life. 2:02 on the timer. Okay, and you need to mirror that to the universe, that you're ready to receive better and people who can mirror that to you by making space. It's in your energetic field, because you're currently at capacity for those people. Okay, yes, you need to make space for your abundance. Trust your awakening, trust your intuition, and go with the flow. 2:22 on the timer, because I promise you, what you are growing literally from both your shadows and your light, from your darkness and, like, your light self. Okay, you can pull from spiritual knowledge. 2, 3, 4 on the timer is that others can't, that is your power. Okay, and that is why others can seemingly look at you and seem like all you have to do is, like, wave your magic wand and things just come in for you. Okay, somebody's getting ready to go on an adventure, but I feel like right now you're being asked to take a step back, take a good look at what you currently do have, be grateful for where you've come from, get ready to look at where you're going, but know that your power is also, again, in your duality of where you've come from. Okay, but get ready for this grand adventure. Okay, because there are new beginnings that are coming. 3:11 on the timer, that are quite literally going to lead you to a life of, like, just being able to, like, dance and celebrate and enjoy. Okay, this, like, again, New Orleans deck is like I'm getting, like, heavy Mardi Gras energy. Okay, literally. And then the 3 of Cups wants to come out. Somebody's ready to finally step into their highest timeline, their, like, abundance. 3:33 on the timer, because they've done the work to release their ego and know that you actually do flip and deserve this. It doesn't matter what anybody says. You've done the hard freaking work. Okay, what the heck? 3, 4, 5 on the timer. The well, yeah, you've just tapped into your highest timeline. I literally just heard, like, hold on, I gotta clarify that one. Yeah, okay, I just heard that there's some sort of divine gift, or, like, 4:11 on the timer, or, like, new beginning financially that's going to be handed to you, potentially through a collaboration, potentially, like, in a career opportunity. Okay, yeah, 7 of Pentacles. I feel like you're leveling up financially because you were willing, oh my gosh, and you're doing it very quickly. From the 7 of Pentacles, you're leaving behind the toxic work environment. 4:32 on the timer, because you've been divinely guided by speaking your truth. And what's carrying you very quickly to this 10 of Pentacles life, this, like, money forever. That's what I was hearing when I saw 444 on the timer. The well is that you have divinely guided like generational wealth like coming in, okay? And I keep tapping into like $1 million. Okay, $1 million baby is playing in my head again, okay? This is coming in so quickly because you weren't afraid to show 4, 5, 6 on the timer. So I feel like the angel numbers are going crazy, okay? Oh, with that, I feel like because you weren't afraid to show your emotions, you leveled up, and you leveled up so quickly that now you've just got people left and right just like looking at you like, again, like looking at you like you can just wave your magic wand and you just get anything you want, okay? Because you tapped into your softness, and understood that your emotions and your rage and your pain and everything that you had ever went through was your strength, it was your divinity, and that you don't have to fight all day long. How long does a lion sleep during the day? Like, they sleep like how many hours of the day? Okay, you can chill, you can relax, you can just enjoy life from here on out and just lay out in the sun, okay? Because it's all coming in for you because you've done the hard work. Okay, now I'm seeing like the Lion King reference, like specifically like how Simba had a lot of lessons to learn and he had to kind of fight and he had to grow up and he had to kind of rough it. I feel like you kind of were left out in the cold. Like maybe you had like a lot of abandonment wounds, a lot of abandonment issues. You kind of used to 555 on the timer being not the one chosen in love or feeling like you're always left out in the cold. Okay, but I am feeling like there is some sort of masculine coming in here that is ready to like bring in, like I just heard like a gavel coming down, okay, like is ready to fight for a connection and bring in some sort of like, I am seeing a material offer, I am also seeing a proposal, and then just looked over at my masculine deck and saw the marriage card, okay, and the Chariot for them as well. Okay, I feel like you both have been having, like again with the solar flares, like a lot of like dreams of each other as well as like telepathic communication, like freaking crazy, okay. Confirmation, King and Queen of Swords wanted to come out. Okay, we also got the King of Pentacles, the Artist, the Temperance, the Hangman reversed, and the Empress. Okay, so I feel like, one, you both want communication. You both want it sooner rather than later. This masculine kind of realized 654 on the timer that he was in fact the one holding this back by not getting on board, like literally not getting on the same freaking page, okay? Like with your visions. I feel like maybe with you like being like a high priestess, high feminine, like divine feminine, like maybe your intuition of the future that you saw for this masculine 7-11 on the timer, although like it was beautiful and abundant and amazing and immaculate and everything they truly did want, they didn't feel worthy of it, and so they self-sabotaged and like they had a lot of lessons that they had to learn. And again, we cannot control what our person's or ourselves, like our own karmic lessons are, or how they have to learn a lesson, okay? But just be grateful that if you are in some sort of no contact like situation right now, that you're not the lesson. They don't have to learn it through you this time. They have to go learn it through somebody else so that they can come back to you in divine timing, okay? 7:37 on the timer, okay? With that, I feel like this masculine is like really in his head of like wondering if he's waited too long to take action and to be honest about his emotions. Like he's wondering if like you really have moved on, because he's seeing you as like very abundant financially and like really like honestly kind of good without him. He's almost worried that like again he waited too long to take action, but he knows that there's something more than any other connection he's ever had here. He knows this is a soulmate connection, and he knows that you guys could create like the most abundant, beautiful world together. Okay, and I literally just heard like, what is it? Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. What's that song? Oh my gosh. Okay. Because like without you, the sun don't shine. And so I feel like this masculine is doing everything he can to like literally learn about like spirituality or like whatever your purpose or your passion is, so that they can tap into like their like vulnerability emotionally, there to be able to speak up for themselves, to be able to offer you something of like substantial like provisions financially as well. I feel like this masculine like may have self-sabotaged in the past by kind of like being in that toxic masculine of like feeling like he has to provide, and now he's realizing that he kind of locked himself out in the cold because you never wanted that. You just wanted him to like meet you emotionally, okay? And now he's finally ready to come in and do that, okay? He's just trying to, I want to pull message cards really quick. Actually, I want to see the ones that flew on the floor. Okay, yeah, this masculine's mad at himself for listening to the gossip and the bullshit and constantly getting caught up in a whirlwind of all of that crap, okay? I feel like even if you don't know it, they have been watching you specifically online because you are in fact their wish come true, and they are ready to come in and talk again about how they've learned the lesson, because I feel like this was always right person, wrong time. Mirrored souls. Okay, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This pause was divinely guided, but they have been planning how to come back in, and I'm hearing that this is a surprise, and I'm quite literally not allowed to say anything else other than the fact that you are correct. You are twin flames, turned to stars, turned to divine feminine and masculines. You are an unconditional love, and this is coming in sooner than you think. Okay, also, I'm seeing moving, a house, and like, again, babies. So y'all be careful. If you'd like to book a personal, more accurate reading, the link is in my bio.